Prologue for this epic love story that I've entitled A Broken Heart. I've rearranged some of the lyrics of an epic love song. Just a small town girl living in her Delaware County world. Just a city boy born and raised in the great Northeast. He took the Roosevelt Boulevard, going anywhere. The story, we met the way most great love stories begin, on an international Catholic teen mission trip to Tijuana. And the sparks really began to fly on the flight back from Mexico when we were sitting next to one another and the plane began to shake, and I reached out and grabbed her hand. And there was turbulence on the plane, but there was also some turbulence in our hearts. And I got back to Philly and reality. You know, what am I thinking? You know, she's from Delaware County. Do I really have a chance? But eventually my friends from the trip decided we're going to go down and visit her at her shore house. And things were going pretty well. I was sitting on the couch next to her. We had animal crackers. We were watching a movie. And flashback, I was kind of nervous because the last time I had done like the long arm reach around the shoulders of a girl, it was my sophomore year in high school, and I thought that this girl was interested in me because her foot was near my foot. And it turns out that she was not interested in me, and she also took Tiger Schulman's karate and kind of did like a block move of my arm and said, no, 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 honey. So I was worried that that was going to happen again. And I had some animal crackers in my hand, and I thought that this girl was interested in me. And I reached my arm around hers, and at the last second, I got nervous, and I broke some of the animal crackers into her hair. And I think I did it flirtatiously. But the point is, things didn't exactly work out that night. However, I was a little bit of a AOL Lothario, if you will. My screen name was Buffman116. And so I chatted her up on Instant Messenger and made some away messages about her. And eventually, we started dating. Now, I was broke. I didn't have my license, but she would drive out all the way from Delaware County, from Drexel Hill, to meet me in the great Northeast. And we had a great romantic experience, but I was going away to college at the University of Scranton, woot woot. And eventually, as those things tend to do, it fell apart, but I couldn't stop thinking about her, and I wanted to make things right. And the next summer, I saved up enough money to get my driver's license, and I would drive out and see her. And she came up to Scranton one night, and I decided, like, I want to really show how much I feel for this girl, but I didn't have any money. Like, I couldn't afford anything. And the most expensive thing I owned was my high school senior class ring. I couldn't afford to go to the jewelry store to buy her a necklace, so I took one of the complimentary University of Scranton lanyards and hooked the lanyard to the ring, and I was ready to give it to her later that night. We went to a dance. There were some cookies that they threw into a trash bag, an empty trash bag, and we took a bunch of those cookies out and ate them. So we had some food. It was great. I brought her back to my dorm, and I was ready to present this to her. And I held out the ring, and I saw this look in her eyes that I thought could only be love. It turns out it was nausea. She went to the bathroom and started throwing up for several hours, and things didn't work out that night either. Epilogue. I think it's interesting that in that song, you don't hear the title lyrics until the very end. And that even though I was broke and had a broken heart, I wouldn't stop believing in my chance for love. Thank you.